For the first time ever, in the entire life of this digital asset, XRP just witnessed a jaw-dropping, mind-blowing $1 billion net inflow in a single hour. That's right, one single hour. We're talking about a capital injection so massive, so sudden, it sent shockwaves through the entire cryptocurrency market. And the craziest part? The evidence is pointing to one unexpected yet incredibly powerful player leading the charge: South Korea. Is this the trigger? Is this the moment XRP finally breaks free and launches into an altcoin super pump? You need to see this to believe it. Alright, let's unpack this financial earthquake, my friends. Because this isn't just XRP riding the general market pump we've all been seeing. No, this is something entirely different. This is a historical anomaly. And we owe a huge debt of gratitude to prominent community member and XRP advocate Chad Steingraber, who has been absolutely on fire tracking these insane numbers. Chad's been watching one specific exchange like a hawk. Upbit. For those who don't know, Upbit is the absolute powerhouse of crypto exchanges in South Korea. We're talking colossal trading volumes there. And what he's been posting over the last few days? It's been a wild ride. Each new update, each new data point has been more unbelievable than the last. The XRP inflows and volume on Upbit aren't just growing, they are exploding. This isn't just organic growth, this is something far, far more aggressive. Let's rewind for a second to July 7th. That's when XRP first screamed onto our radar, hitting an astonishing $1.98 billion in hourly volume and a staggering $1.58 billion in net inflow on Upbit. Even that had seasoned crypto analysts and market experts raising eyebrows asking, what in the world is happening with XRP in Korea? But what happened just yesterday, on July 11th, at 3:27 p.m. UTC, blew those numbers out of the water. According to Chad's latest deep dive market analysis, Upbit recorded a mind-bending $2.16 billion in XRP net inflows in that single hour. And if that wasn't enough, the exchange simultaneously registered a total trading volume of $9.11 billion in that same 60 minutes. Think about that for a second. We barely see numbers like that outside of a major Bitcoin rally, or when an Ethereum ETF narrative is going parabolic. But for XRP, this is completely uncharted digital asset investment territory. This is unprecedented capital flow into a single altcoin on a single exchange. The demand, it's beyond anything we've seen before. So who exactly is behind this monumental surge? This is where the plot thickens. We consulted with none other than crypto analyst XForceGlobal, a certified Elliott Wave expert from South Korea itself, and what he revealed sent shivers down my spine. XRP is currently seeing more volume in Korean markets than Bitcoin and Ethereum combined. Let that sink in. The king and queen of crypto are being outtraded by XRP in one of the most active crypto hubs on the planet. He even highlighted that these current volumes dwarf what we witnessed back in December when XRP briefly touched above $3. This isn't just noise. This is a seismic shift. Now naturally, many of you might be thinking it's just Korean retail traders getting their FOMO on. And sure, a certain level of retail enthusiasm is always present in these explosive pumps. But Chad Steingraber, along with other seasoned voices in the space, are suggesting something far more significant. They argue that this kind of immense capital movement, these billions flowing in within hours, is far more likely to be institutional in nature. Think about it. We're seeing millions upon millions of XRP being moved across Upbit's wallets. This hints strongly at the involvement of serious players, perhaps even Ripple payments formerly known as ODL, or on-demand liquidity. For those unaware, ODL is Ripple's game-changing solution that uses XRP to facilitate instant, low-cost cross-border payments. If massive financial institutions are leveraging ODL to move significant sums, it would explain these unprecedented inflows and volumes. It paints a picture of real-world utility, real-world adoption kicking into overdrive right before our eyes. And to further cement this narrative, we had order book expert Dom weigh in. He pointed out that Upbit alone was responsible for nearly $13 million of XRP buys within a single hour, out of a global total of $30 million. That's a massive concentration of buying power originating from a single source. He explicitly stated that the recent rally to $2.80, an 8% jump in just 24 hours, was overwhelmingly driven by this frantic Korean market activity. The pieces are fitting together, aren't they? Whether it's massive institutional adoption, retail FOMO, or most likely a powerful blend of both. One thing is crystal clear, XRP is back on fire and South Korea is absolutely leading the charge. But the story doesn't end there. As XRP ignites, the big guns of technical analysis are stepping into the arena. legendary veteran trader Peter Brandt, a man whose calls can move markets, just dropped a tweet hinting that XRP might be gearing up for a truly massive move. In his tweet yesterday, Brandt shared a long-term chart of XRP stretching back over 7 years, from 2018 to 2025. This isn't about short-term fluctuations, this is a macro-level blockchain insight. He described XRP as congesting on the monthly and weekly charts. Now, for us traders, congestion is a powerful term. It means the price is coiling, tightening in a range, building immense pressure. And according to Brandt, this sustained price consolidation could be the final phase before XRP explodes to the upside. His exact words? He said it might be ready to possibly blast off. And guess what? That tweet went out when XRP was around $2.64. As I'm speaking to you, the price has already surged higher, now hovering near $2.80, showing that this breakout may in fact already be underway. So what does this chart tell us? Brandt's multi-year view reveals a descending trend line, sloping down from XRP's past all-time highs. And then, that large yellow box perfectly outlining the recent price consolidation area. This pattern, my friends, is a classic. It's the calm before the storm. Assets that compress, that coil up over extended periods, tend to unleash explosive moves once they break free. And Brandt, one of the most respected voices in cryptocurrency trading, believes XRP is primed for a massive upside breakout. Remember, he's looking at the weekly and monthly charts. This isn't a day trade prediction. This is a macro outlook, signaling monumental upside potential in the months, even years ahead. This is a signal for long-term digital asset investors to pay close attention. Now I have to give you the full picture. Even with this overwhelmingly bullish setup, XRP has its hurdles. We can't ignore the lingering regulatory uncertainty, particularly with the ongoing SEC lawsuit in the United States. There are always unexpected macroeconomic shifts or, just plain market exhaustion that could derail even the strongest breakouts. XRP's history is littered with sharp rallies followed by equally sharp corrections. Brandt himself acknowledged this, using the word possibly, a humble nod to the inherent uncertainty in even the most robust technical analysis. Just because a chart looks perfect doesn't mean the market follows a script. However, if XRP can decisively break above that descending trend line and clear the yellow consolidation box, then Peter Brandt's blast-off scenario might just become reality. And as we speak, the price action is, honestly, proving him right. That breakout from the yellow box looks like it's happening in real time. If XRP continues this blistering pace, we might just look back at this moment, at a price of $2.80, as merely the beginning of something truly extraordinary. This could be the dawn of a new era for XRP, driven by unprecedented Korean demand and the promise of its blockchain technology revolutionizing cross-border payments. Get ready for what comes next. What do you think? Is this the start of the XRP mega run? Are Korean traders truly the catalyst for this monumental altcoin breakout? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this crypto market analysis insightful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more urgent blockchain insights and trading strategies. And, hey, make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the fast-paced world of digital assets. Before we go, a very important crypto disclaimer. The information shared in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile, speculative, and honestly involves significant risk of loss. Always conduct your own thorough research, consult with a qualified financial advisor, and only invest funds you can afford to lose. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not investment advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Be safe out there, and happy trading.